Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Down by grease and grit, building dreams from the ground, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. This is our creed, dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night.
What's up, everybody? Getting up in the session now. Looks like there's 57 drivers. 57 drivers here tonight. I see a couple big names. I see Enterkins in there. I see Augie's in there. I see Laboon's in there. Bunch of drivers up in this one. Connor New, just scrolling through. Aiden Price, Damian Ward, lots of good cars in here. Chase Copeland, it should be a wild one here tonight. 57, yeah, I know, that's wild. It's taking a little bit of time to load in there. Dylan Yeager's in there, Busby's in there. And there's a lot of big ones. JD Brown is in there. Jesse Newsom. Logan Rumsey. Matt Sanders. Ryan Hodge. Talon Willis. Tanner Pettit. I mean, there are some big names. A who's who. And iRacing is in this one. Oh, for some reason it did not put it on my singles. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick.
This is our anthem, this is our creed. Dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack.
I don't know why I didn't bring it up in my single monitor, but having to load back up in there. Should be good, should be good. Yeah, Pettit's good. He's going to be one to watch. All right, let's see if this works this time. Takes a minute to get in there because there's so many drivers. I hope this works. You know, Connor New has his pro license. He's got a 1.01 safety rating. That is wild. That's what sprint cars do to you.
Feel the thunder roll, the clays flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us.
More chili bowl. Sorry, I had to get back in there. For some reason, it went to my triples, and I had reduced it. Hopefully, I don't have to go do the whole other thing. It's going to be wild, Laboon. It's going to be hard to make this one. 57 cars.
Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us.
Sorry about the delay. I was doing some laps. I was doing a little bit of practice myself, not for this, but so I had my triples up. I thought I reduced it. Oh, we are good now. Let's go ahead and pull it up. All right, we got the Chili Bowl in the house here tonight. A little bit of Chili Bowl Nationals iRacing style as these guys are out on the track right now. Looks like we got a 10-minute practice into qualifying. We got some alphabet soup here tonight. How many is it taken into the... I didn't even look. How many is it taken into the feature? Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look. It is going to take... Oh, it's not telling me. All right, so it is going to take 3 from each heat. And then it will take 1 from the main. Maybe that'll adjust. Not 100% sure. 18, I guess that could be right. 19, maybe it'll take 2. I don't know. It's going to be awfully interesting here tonight just to survive this one. All right, let's see who we got out there right now. Dylan Yeager at the top of the charts right now in the number 48 machine in practice here. These guys burning into the track real good. Logan Rumsey is deep. He is 15th in that number 1 machine. JD Brown out there. He is currently in the number 6 spot as he pulls off. Let's see who else we got in here. Man, this is insane. I got to scroll way down. Scott Marks in here. Oh my God, this is an insane field. Damian Ward is sitting 24th. Desmond Busby's in here. Qualified is going to be so important here tonight. Oh, he is 100% racing in this. Busby's all the way back in 21st. Copeland's in 26th. I mean, this is wild. Still got a couple more minutes here in practice. Who else? Where else we got? We got some more people out there on the track. Let's see. I'm trying to see. There's got to be, how many different groups are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups. Hey, it's a little kid. All right, let's see. Matt Sanders out there. We've seen him quite a few times on the channel. Damien hanging up. He actually is sitting 4th in the points. Oh, Matt Sanders going to take the tumble. I don't even know what to click on to get what group anymore. Let's see. Back here in the number 1 in this group with Dylan Yeager at the top of the charts. He's got Damian Ward out on the track just ahead of him in the number 71 machine. Logan Rumsey coming out on the track. He's going to do a wheelie. 57 cars. That is insane. Lingrod's out there. Pettit just in front of him. You know, Pettit's sitting 46th on the board right now. But, I mean, when you came in, could play a big role in this. Yeah, that is a lot of cars here tonight. But remember, we're going to break them down. 6 heat races and a whole bunch of alphabet soup here tonight to break it down into the feature. We'll see how long this one brings us out here tonight. Should be a fun one here. Let's see. Pettit is all the way back in 46, but I don't think there's that track's looking pretty slick right now. I'm curious if there's going to be some resets in here. Let's see if it tells us. I don't think there's going to be any resets. I think this is going to roll out through. It is not really telling me, as that is going to be the end of practice. We're going to get into qualifying here tonight. 57 cars. They got 3 minutes to go ahead and do their 2 laps. We'll have a lot of different cars out on the track when they come out. We'll go ahead and see if we can jump on your favorite driver when they come out on the track. And we're going to go ahead and put up that best time as we jump into qualifying here tonight. Let's see. It looks like Aiden Price going to jump out there pretty quick. We'll go ahead and jump on with Aiden Price. Looks like Lindgren and Rumsey jumping out there. We'll stay on Price right now as he jumps out on the track in the number 49 machine. It does look like we got a track reset. So we did get a track reset for qualifying. As here comes Aiden Price. He's going to set this bar early on. Let's see what he's going to get for a lap time on 9.954. Let's see if you can pick up the pace any on lap number 2. Looks like Cody going to jump up to the top of the charts with a 5.87. Oh, no, that is not going to work. There is Damian Ward out there in the number 71 machine. Let's see what D Ward is able to do. He is pedaling it down on that bottom side as he is going to set himself 22nd quickest. So Damian Ward is going to have some work to do here tonight. Chase Copeland out on the track right now. Cody Parmley going to be at the top of the charts. JD Brown sitting in the number 4 spot. Let's see. Augie is out on the track. He is sitting back in 35th. We got Connor New out there right now. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Nick Brundage is in here. Oh, Pettit has not gone. Oh, Pettit is out there. He is going to pull out onto the track. We'll go check out Pettit. You do not. This is an official, Bobby. All right, Pettit going to send it into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know if this is going to be his first lap, and I don't know what this is going to. Let's see what it does for Pettit as Pettit's going to come across the line. Oh, man. Pettit gets the wall. Pettit is going to be starting deep in the field. And Logan Rumsey, both these guys have not put in a lap time, making contact with the wall. Looks like it's going to be Cody Parmley starting on the pole here tonight. Yeah, bowl. These guys are going to wish they smoked a bowl. As that is going to bring qualifying to an end. Our top 5, our top 6, and our pole sitters in the heats are going to be Cody Parmley. Ethan, I don't know how do you say that? You got Ethan in 2nd, Skidmore 3rd, Brown 4th, Yeager 5th, and Lindgren in 6th. Those guys are going to be our pole sitters here tonight as we get ready for heat race number 1. All right, we're going to find a decent camera angle. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be Cody Parmley. Outside of him, it's going to be Hank Soares. Starting in the number 3 spot inside row number 2, it's going to be Clayton Wilson. Outside of him, it's going to be Lane Surratt. Surratt? Ethan, you? Okay, that's what I thought. Going to be inside row number 3. It's going to be Landon Henry. Outside of him, it's going to be Corey Roberts. It's going to be Jason Rochelle starting inside row number 4. Maximum Pochetti in that number 8 spot. Going to be Sam Browning starting inside row number 5 here tonight. Outside of him, it's going to be Nick Brundage, as these guys have some work to do here tonight. In the back of the pack, it is going to take top 3 into the feature. Everybody else is going to fall somewhere in the soup here tonight, as they head through turn at number 1 and 2. They're going to get the green flag this time by. Hey, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Ethan Yu as they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Parmley's on the gas. Down into 1 and 2, going to be Parmley, Soros, Wilson in those transfer spots as they head through turn number 3 and 4 to complete lap number 1. 8 laps here in heat race number 1, as we got some jockey in 4 position back in the pack. Jason Rochelle trying to make some spots up. He's up 2 spots to 5th. Big contact there. Landon Henry going to fall back. Oh, big stack up by the 57 of Brundage as they head through 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, whatever fucking corner we're on. Yeah. We don't succeed. It's going to be hard. Down across the line, Parmley going to continue to lead the way as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Soros in second, Wilson in third. No competition from C-Rat just behind him as they come through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Max has towed. He is no longer in this race. He's going to have to go through the soup, starting way back in it as Parmley rolls through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to get that one to go as Wilson hits the berm. That's going to cost him a ton as they get the white flag. Down into turn number 1 and 2. He's got to be careful through 3 and 4. Could cost him that transfer spot. Smooth 3 and 4. It's going to be Parmley, Soros, Wilson going to the feature. Everybody else off into the soup. Top 3 from each heat race, and then we got alphabet soup. I don't know how many they're taking out of the B main. Maybe just 1. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have time to look and see how you're supposed to say it. Ethan, how the hell do we say your name? We're going to call him We, because We sounds like fun and a midget. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. It's going to be Ethan Wee. Outside of him, it's going to be Riker Morrow. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 82, I'm assuming it's going to be Desmond Busby. Outside of him, it's going to be Cullen Hutchinson. Starting inside row number 3 is going to be Scott Marek. Outside of him, it's going to be Talon Willis. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 71 machine, he's got some work to do. It's going to be Damian Ward. Outside of him, it's going to be David Metheny. Starting inside row number 5, it's going to be Nolan Patrick, and Logan Rumsey did not grid up in that number 10 spot. Going to be 8 laps here tonight in heat race number 2 as they roll through turn number 1 and 2. Stacked up 2 by 2. If you are outside that top 3, you know this track is going to be difficult to make those passes. You got to put your head down and put that work in to get at least, at minimum, a good spot in the soup. But you're trying to get yourself into that top 3. Yes, it is. Yep. All right, pace truck is in, looking for the green flag this time by. We get Ethan and Riker on that front row. Riker trying to lead him. Riker's going to jump to start. Green flag is out as Ethan gets there through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be single file for the top 2, battle for third. Busby trying to clear him. He does. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Big stack up behind him. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Ethan leading the way. Riker Morrow in second. Busby in third. A little bit of competition out here. Looking like Damian Ward is going to have some work to do here tonight as the top 3, 4 all together as we got a battle for the lead. Here comes Morrow on the high side. No, in that number 96 machine, I think it is, as they head through. Oh, it's 95. As they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Good battle for the lead. Ethan going to lead the way out of turn at number 2. Down the back straightaway. Big stack up by Morrow. Busby's going to take advantage. Gives him the door. Gets that spot out of turn number 4. He's going to be in second. Oh! Oh, Hutchinson gives him the hip and takes the final transfer spot. That's going to put Willis in the number 4 position, but here comes Morrow looking down low, down the front straightaway. Morrow's going to take the number 4 spot back. Will he give the hip back as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4? White flag is out. 1 left to go. Can Morrow get himself back into the top 3 as they head through turn number 1 and 2? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Big stack up. Here comes Morrow. He's going to drive him up into the wall. Willis is going to steal it. It's going to be Ethan, Busby, and Willis going into the feature here tonight. Morrow, Ward, Hutchinson, Patrick, Bethany, Mark, and Rumsey going into the soup. Well, that got wild and definitely helped out Ward. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. It is going to be Kenneth Skidmore starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. Culliver in a second. Starting inside row number 2, it's going to be James Turnbull. Outside of him, it's going to be Graham Huffman. Starting inside row number 3, it's going to be Riley Gray. Outside of him, it's going to be, Ryland Gray. Outside of him, it's going to be Riley Hutchinson. Starting inside row number 4, it's going to be Zachary Reiki. Outside of him, it's going to be Mason Cassidy. I don't do anything at my local short track now. Then rounding out the field here tonight in row number 5, it's going to be Tyler Worley. And outside of him, it's going to be Tanner Pettit. Let's keep an eye on that number 24 machine. You know he's quick. Let's see if he can race his way up through the field. We got a Dane fan out there as they come out of turn at number 3 and 4. They're going to get the one to go this time by. Who's your pick here in heat race number 3? As the pace truck pulls in, Skidmore and Culliver on that front row into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Big jump by Skidmore. Down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battle's going to be for the number 3 spot. Turnbull is going to take the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We got chaos. Chaos in the back. Zachary's going to get the worst of that one. Make some contact with Cassidy as Worley takes a big tumble down the back straightaway, or front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Skidmore going to continue to lead the way. Culliver in second. Turnbull in third. Those guys looking to transfer their way through. Huffman trying to race his way up. And I'll tell you what, Pettit up 4 spots into the number 6 position. He is trying to race his way in. He's going to slide through turn number 1 and 2. He's trying to get that thing. He's rotating a little funny there, losing some ground as we move back up to the front. Skidmore continues the lead. Skidmore going to lead it. We got a battle back here for that number 4 spot. Here comes Huffman on Gray side by side. Gray trying to get up underneath as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Oh, Gray gets the berm, jumps up the track. Huffman tries to take advantage. He's not able to do it as Gray's going to take that number 4 spot. Down the back front straightaway, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Top 3 stayed nose to tail for now. Battle for second is definitely starting to pick up. We're going to stay on this one as Pettit tries to reel these guys in. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Skidmore, Culliver, and Turnbull going to the feature. You came to watch a derby, and it is not. I'm surprised that Pettit kind of peaked there. It looked like he was trying to figure something out with the car. We'll see how he does as the night goes on. I got to imagine he's going to get good as this track gets slick as we get ready for heat race number 4. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 4, it is going to be the number 14 of J.D. Brown. Outside of him, it's going to be the number, I'm assuming 10, of Connor New. Starting inside, row number 2 is going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him, it's going to be Timothy Smith. Starting inside, row number 3 is going to be Cal Coons. Outside of him, it's going to be Mike Augustine. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Brody Ulick. Outside of him, it's going to be Gus Waterhouse. And starting shotgun on the field, last but not least, it's going to be Jordan LaFawn. Because he's the only guy, I think, JD's going to be good. Connor New's always good. Newsom will be good. That top three, Augie should be good. And LeBon's in over his head, I think. LeBoon. I kind of combined it right there. So, yeah, I got a feeling Jordan LaFon is feeling a little overwhelmed here. This is quite the pack. Here, we're going to go ahead and jump up on his roof for this green flag as they come down into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the green flag. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Brown going to get a good jump into 1 and 2. Connor New going to look up underneath him as they head through 1 and 2. Side by side for the lead. We got a good view back here in the back of the pack as JD Brown continues the lead out of turn number 4. Contact for LaFon. I love this camera. That's like one of the few cameras I've ever made. Down into turn number 3 and 4. JD Brown going to lead with 2 laps complete. Let's look back here in the back. It is chaotic as LeBoon tries to find his way around as they come out of turn. Oh, got contact. Oh, no. Ulick going to take a big tumble. Look like Newsom got in the wall. LaFon going to take advantage. He's going to jump up to 6. Oh, they're trying to make it 3 wide back in the back as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. LaFon trying to hold on for his life as they come out of turn number 4. He's got Newsom all over the back of him. Newsom going to give him a push up the track. LaFon going to hold on as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. Oh, we got a battle for the lead as Connor New looking up underneath JD Brown. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the transfer spot as Coons going to get up underneath Smith. Gets around Smith. Smith made a mistake as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Brown going to continue to lead battle for the final transfer spot. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Coons is in. Smith is out. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Coons slides up the track, but able to hold on. It's going to be Brown, New, and Coons going to the feature here tonight. Well, that got a little crazy. So what are you doing out there, Demon? All right, let's get ready for heat race number 5. Do you guys like that roof cam? I love that roof cam. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 5, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. Outside of him, it's going to be Brody Duscher. Starting inside row number 2, it's going to be Seth Gregory. Outside of him, it's going to be Matt Sanders. Sorry, I was reading Yeager as that was happening. Starting inside row number 3 is going to be Dominic Smith. Outside of him, it's going to be Chase Keith. Starting inside row number 4, it's going to be Parker Leak. Outside of him, it's going to be Chase Copeland. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Jesse Entrikin. What did you roof cam is yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. Just dealing with last qualifying for the year. Yeah, the roof cam is pretty cool. We're probably going to try to utilize that a little bit tonight. It looks really good on these cars. All right, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Dylan Yeager leading the way. Green flag is out. Yeager going to get a big jump. Battle's going to be for second as Duscher going to make it up to the top of the track. He's going to get the run out of turn number 2. Big stack up behind him. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Gregory in that number 3 spot in the final transfer spot. They're going to go 3 wide for 4th as Sanders gets in the wall. Copeland going to get into that. Both those guys are basically going to be out of it at this point as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Yeager going to continue to lead. I think that's Leak down on the bottom. Trying to roll. Is that Leak? It is Leak. As they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, Leak trying to get up into that final transfer spot. He's going to fall back. They're going to be 3 wide contact as one almost goes around as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Great battle for the final transfer spot. Leak on the bottom. Gregory up high, side by side across the line into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side out of turn number 2. Leak going to take that number 2 spot. as they come out of turn number 2 down the front straightaway. It is going to be 2 laps to go. I didn't realize that was for second. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. Lap traffic up ahead. Will that play a role? Yeager leads the way. Here comes Leak looking at the bottom. Sanders up ahead. Lap car. Chase, thank you for the follow as they head into turn number 3 and 4 to the checkered flag. Oh, Leak into the Yeager into the wall. Oh, he got in the back of the lap car. He is going to lose a transfer spot. It's going to be Luke Duscher and Schmidt going to the feature. Oh, we got to go take another look at that one. Oh, man. That is unfortunate. We want Leak in the show. Leak made the show. As we get ready for heat race number 6, last heat race, sprint car. Thank you for the follow. It is going to be Joey Lingron starting on the pole here tonight. Outside of him, it's going to be Ryan Hodge. Starting inside, this is another fast one. On the inside of row number 2, it's going to be Blake Carrick. Outside of him, it's going to be Aiden Price. Starting inside row number 3, it's going to be Joshua Anderson. Outside of him, it's going to be Ryan Flatten. Starting inside row number 4, it's going to be Sean Briscoe. Outside of him, it's going to be Kelly Carmen. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in that number 9 spot, it's going to be Brandon Schatz. What's up, Butters? What's up, Butterfield? All right, so there's some good drivers up here, and I do know Ryan Hodge is a midget driver. That's where I first seen him on iRacing. We'll see what he is able to do here tonight. Maybe take that W. Oh, yeah. $500 or $800 is probably the lowest you're going to get. Down the back, green flag is out as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. Carrick going to slide it in the number 2 spot. Hodge going to cross him over down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Great battle for the number 2 spot as Aiden Price tries to stick his nose in there, make it a 3-car battle as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Hodge going to wall Carrick. Carrick's going to fall way back. Blake Carrick way back in the pack. Now Price going to fall back as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Lindgren going to use the wall down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ryan Hodge trying to reel him in. Oh, Price threw a big slider and absolutely murdered. I think he murdered Flatten as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh no! Price goes in the spin cycle in the number 49. How long have you been following? It's not showing me. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be 3 laps to go. Ryan Hodge in that number 3 spot. Sean Briscoe in 4th. Carrick trying to race his way back into a transfer spot. He does out of turn number 4. He's got 2 laps to go. Can he find his way back around Hodge? Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Look at Carrick go as they come through turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. Can he get the second? He's got Briscoe looking up underneath as they head through 1 and 2. Big run for Carrick down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. All contact. Carrick sideways. Briscoe going to take the spot. It's going to be Lingron, Hodge, Briscoe going into the feature here tonight. Carrick going to go into the soup. Yeah, that was weird. Why did... I don't know why it's saying you're... Oh, because you're on your page. You're not on your actual account. That's why it says you're not following. All right. We got the E main. It's going to be top 4 going to the D main. Top 4 transfer into the D main here. We're going to go ahead and line them up. It is 12 cars. Starting on the pole here tonight in the E main, it's going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him, it's going to be Matt Sanders. Wow, 1,694 days. That's insane. Starting inside, row number 2 is going to be Joshua Anderson. Outside of him, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside, row number 3, it's going to be Scott Marek. Outside of him, it's going to be Zach Rinke. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Brody Ulick. Outside of him, it's going to be Chase Copeland. Starting inside row number 5, it's going to be Ryan Flatten with Max starting in a 10th. Then rounding out the field here tonight, they are not there. It's going to be Logan Rumsey and Worley. So Newsom, Anderson, and Marek did not grit up. Cody's been following for 941 days on Facebook. Butters was one of the first people to follow me. He's got the longest streak. That's why he's at 1,600 days. That is a lot of days. All right, down out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. We are sending 2 of these drivers home here tonight. And it's definitely been a while. As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Ulick going to drive down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Leads the way. Sanders in second. Flatten in third. Zachary in that number 4 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know why it says we got that many laps complete. I think there's something wrong. Oh, man, it is getting crazy here as they come across the line. There it is. 2 laps complete. Ulick going to lead the way. Sanders in second. Flatten running the low side through turn number 1 and 2. Now out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Brundage in that number 4 spot. He's in the final transfer spot. Can he stay there? He wants some more spots. It's going to make a big deal for the D main. Do you win something? you know, I appreciate it. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is going to be Brody leading the way as they come across the line. 5 laps complete, 5 laps to go down into 1 and 2. Now they have it's 2 more laps. They got to hold on to it. So mistakes can happen here. It is so easy and they cost you so much time as they come across the line. Right now, Ulick going to lead the way. Flatten going to get the wall. Sanders going to get the wall. That's going to allow Flatten and Brundage to catch him. Brundage going to go low. He's looking for third. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Move Flatten back up into that number 3 spot as Brundage is going to try to cut down out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Battle for second. Definitely starting to heat up. They got to be careful. Copeland is creeping in behind him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Can Copeland get there as they head into turn number 1 and 2? Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Copeland. Copeland to the bottom side. Up underneath Brundage. A little bit of contact. He goes around. It's going to be Ulick, Sanders, Flatten, and Brundage going to the feature. Are going to the D main here tonight. They're not going to the feature. Everybody else, well, they're going home. All right, time for the D main. Top 4 going to transfer into the C main. Let's go ahead and pull up that starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the D main, it is going to be Corey Roberts. Outside of him, it's going to be David Metheny. Starting inside, row number 3, it's going to be Riley Hutchinson. Outside of him, it's going to be Gus Waterhouse. Starting inside, row number 3, it's going to be Jesse Entrican. Outside of him, it's going to be Aiden Price. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Sam Browning. Outside of him, it's going to be Cullen Hutchinson. Starting inside, row number 5, it's going to be Mason Cassidy. Outside of him, it's going to be Brody Ulick. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Matt Sanders and Ryan Flatten. Cassidy and Waterhouse did not grit up. Top 4 going to transfer through. You're going for Aiden. He's the underdog. I don't know. I don't know where everybody is at. To be honest with you, Local Warrior, thank you for the follow. Penis Pump, welcome back. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Roberts going to get on the gas. Great jump by Metheny on the high side. He's easily going to slide in that number 2 spot as they're 3 wide for third. Oh, here comes the 12 Entrican. He's going to plow his way up into third. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Him and Price side by side on to turn number 2. Big tumble as it looks like Hutchinson is going to get knocked out. Hutchinson is going to get hit and knocked out. Riley Hutchinson is still in it. Too many Hutchinsons. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Battle for that number 2 spot. Price on the bottom. Roll on the bottom. On a turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Give him that number 2 spot. Methody going to fall back to third as Entrican tries to reel him in. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Sorry. Into turn number 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's got to run the soup, and he is back in 7th. He needs some more spots. He's got 12 laps to get there. He's got 7 laps to go. Down the back straightaway as Price going for the lead. Roberts and Price side by side out of 4. Give it to Price that time by. Price going to dig up on the bottom as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for 3 and 4. Price takes the lead. I think Roberts knows he's in the next. He's in the C main. He doesn't want to push it as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Brundage in that number 7 spot trying to reel in those guys as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, I had a little bit of a lag there. Ace, thank you for the follow. Aiden continues the lead. He's going to scrape the wall down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. He might make a mistake here. This could get interesting as a battle for the final transfer spot is starting to heat up as Sanders is making an appearance as they come across the line. 2 laps to go. Ulick and Riley get caught up in the back of the back as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be white flag. 1 lap to go. Battle for the lead. Here comes Roberts putting the pressure on Price. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Price looking for the win. He's going to take it. Roberts second. Metheny is going to be third. Entrican in 4th. Sanders comes up short. Good run for Sanders, though, trying to get up in there. That's a pretty tough field right there. All right, getting ready for the C main, guys. C main coming up now. As it's going to be interesting. There are some good freaking cars. The further up we go, the harder these cars are going to be to pass. Starting on the pole here tonight in the C main. Remember, top 4 going to transfer into the B main. It's going to be Mike Augustine. Outside of him, it's going to be Chase Keith. Starting inside, row number 2 is going to be Kelly Carmen. Outside of him, it's going to be Landon Henry. Starting inside, row number 3 is going to be Nolan Patrick. Outside of him, it's going to be Tanner Pettit. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Jordan LaFawn. Outside of him, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. Starting inside, row number 5, it's going to be Brandon Schatz. Outside of him, it's going to be Aiden Price. Pettit did not grid up, by the way. Then rounding out the field here tonight is going to be Corey Roberts in 11th, Metheny in 12th, and Jesse Entrican in that number 13 spot. As they come across the line, they're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Track position is definitely going to be in everything here as they got 14 laps this time to do it. 14 laps to make their way through the field. LaFawn or Yeager, okay. Yeah, they're going to throw some bombs for sure. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Augie going to roll the bottom through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway with the lead. Here comes Chase Keith looking down low. He's going to bounce up the track. Oh, big run on the high side by Henry. Henry going to take the number 2 spot as Chase Keith is falling backwards. Carmen coming up into the battle here for that number 3 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. This is going to get real interesting here. There's a lot of good cars as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle back here. Oh, we got a battle brewing for the lead. Augie catches the berm up the track. Here comes Landon Henry. Henry going to go to the point into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to lead this time by as they come across the line. Augie back to second. Carmen in third. No. Keith is blinking here. Oh, man, this could be crazy as Yeager trying to fight his way in. How about Aiden Price up in this battle in the number 49? He shouldn't even be here. He was in the D main. Oh, we got Laboon around. Laboon gets turned around as we move back up to the front. Henry continues to lead Augie in second. Chase Keith in third. Aiden Price up to a final transfer spot. He's got Yeager looking down low as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Yeager tries to get up underneath Price. Price going to pinch him down out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Oh, make contact with Keith. Big stack up in 3 and 4. Oh, Price, Yeager, and Keith all caught up. That's going to move Carmen and Roberts into a transfer spot. Yeager back here in that number 4 spot. He's trying to race his way back up as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He needs a top 3. Top 3 transfer through. Our top 4 transfer through as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 10 laps complete. We got 4 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Henry going to continue to lead. It looks like Augie is out of this one. Carmen in second. Make it Roberts in second as Carmen goes around. That's going to move Entrican and Yeager in. Entrican and Yeager are now in transfer spots as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Henry going to continue to lead with 2 laps to go. Battle for that number 3 spot. Let's go back up to the front. Henry well out front. Roberts in second. Yeager in third. Entrican in fourth. Big stack up behind him as Price tries to make his way back in as they get the white flag. 1 lap to go. It's going to be Landon Henry with the win. Roberts is going to bring it home in second. Yeager in third. Entrican's going to bring it home fourth. Those will be your transfers. Everybody else going home. That was wild. No yellows in the heats. No yellows in the heats. All right. It's an iRace. Here we go with the B main. Let's see how many they're going to take. Let's see if it tells me now. 2 out of the B main. So all that work, and 2 are transferring into the feature. All right, let's go ahead and get them lined up. It is going to be Lane Searat in that number 1 spot. Outside of him, it's going to be Riker Morrow. Starting inside, row number 2, it's going to be Rylan Green. Outside of him, it's going to be Timothy Smith. Starting inside, row number 3, it's going to be Seth Gregory. Outside of him, it's going to be Blake Carrick. Watch for him to come up through. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Jason Rochelle. Outside of him, it's going to be Damian Ward. Starting inside, row number 5, it's going to be Graham Huffman. Outside of him, it's going to be Landon Henry. Starting on the inside of row number 6, it's going to be Corey Roberts. Outside of him, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. And rounding out the field here tonight, it's going to be Nolan Patrick. Top 2 transfer through. You're going for Morrow? Okay. All right, looking for the green flag as they yeah, it's 20 in the feature. It is 2 out of the B main. Green flag. Oh, contact for the lead as C-Rat gets on the gas, makes contact with Morrow. 4 wide for the number 2 spot. Oh, Morrow sideways as they head into turn number 3 and 4. How have they not all wrecked? C-Rat going to pull away. The battle for second is going to be absolutely insane as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Man, these guys are doing a great job keeping it alive as Smith now has the number 2 spot as they come across the line down into 1 and 2. Here comes Rylan Gray down on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, or on the top side as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Battle for first person going home. Right now, Smith has it. Morrow and Gray side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes Rylan Gray trying to put the work on that final transfer spot as Timothy Smith trying to get himself some breathing room as they come out of turn number 4, trying to get up to C-Rat and make his way around as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, Ward, no, Ward. Oh, that wasn't Ward. I thought that was Ward. It was Huffman as he is not towed. There he goes. As C-Rat has the lead, here comes Smith looking down low. Smith looking for the lead. He's going to give him a little tap out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He knows he has to go. These guys are trying to get as Morrow and Gray throwing sliders behind him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 8 laps complete. 8 laps complete, halfway there. 8 laps to go. Samoas, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Riker races at Port City. Nice. Out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Dirt side has more real life racers than anything else on iRacing. Oh, contact as we got a battle for the lead. Oh, C-Rat Smith side by side. That's going to allow Gray up into the battle. Oh, somebody's going home here tonight in this battle as they come down the front back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 11 laps complete. We got 7 laps to go. C-Rat trying to hold on. Here comes Gray down low up underneath Smith. Almost makes contact. Smith gets a run out of turn 2. Smith goes around. That's going to move Morrow in as Gray and Smith make contact as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Riker trying to make his way into a transfer spot as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. 13 laps complete as they come across the line. 13 laps complete. Gray going for the win. He wants to be the B-Main Warrior. Makes contact with C-Rat. Takes the pass for the lead. C-Rat going to let him around. He's going to dive up underneath out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go. Gray going to lead the way as the battle for that final transfer spot has definitely simmered down. Yeager has made his way up into the number 4 spot, but he's too far back to do anything with 3 laps to go. Oh, white flag, my bad. Wait, 1 lap to go as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Gray going to take the win. C-Rat in second. Morrow is going home in third. For whatever reason, I had a brain fart and I thought it was 18 laps at one point. My bad, guys. Holy cow, that was insane. That was a great B-Main. Great B-Main. And we are going to get into tonight's feature. Will there be a track reset? That's going to be the question here tonight. We are about to find out. It is. We do get a track reset. They do get a 5-minute warm-up here. And then it's going to be 55 laps for tonight's main event. All right, so this is going to be awfully interesting here tonight. Going to be 55 laps here tonight for the Chili Bowl. Man, if you were in the B-Main and you didn't make it, I believe it's open set. I didn't even look when I got in here. It is open setup. Open setup. Wow, that was some good racing there, and we got 5 more laps of it. These guys are going to burn in this track as much as they can. You can see everybody jumped out, wanting to make their adjustments that they got to make. Looks like 15 cars have hit the track. Going to be 20 cars into tonight's feature. Oh, we got 16. Okay, so we got some more people jumping in. 5-minute warm up here tonight, guys. This has been a wild one so far. All right, you guys can see some of the people that are out there on the board. Who do you think is going to take that win here tonight? Let me know in the chat. It's not going to show me the grid yet. I wish I could pull up where they were going to start in the A-Main already, but I can't. I'd have to go through each heat race. Chili bowl. Oh, my phone died. Guys, make sure you hit that like, share, and follow button. You got Parmalee. Yeah, you know, it's going to be hard to beat. What's up, Bowers? See, you should have been in here, Bowers. You're winning tonight. Mac the King. You know, we're all winning tonight. We are all winning tonight. Get to see some great action. Definitely saw a phenomenal B-Main. What's up, Dylan? What's up, buddy? Nope, you're good. Well, I got to figure out where we're racing tomorrow. We are going to do an Arca Clay Clash tomorrow. And then I will announce the setup. What's up, Colin? Colin going for Busby. We have somebody, I can't see who did it, but somebody's been following for 1,319 days over on Facebook. That is Dylan. Dylan Pence. There it goes. Finally told me who asked. That's a win. That's a win to me. I'm winning sitting in the stands, right? That is the place to sit right now. You know, we do have this really cool roof cam, though. That's a pretty cool place to sit. That is definitely a really cool. Oh my God, look at this craziness up in front of. Oh, we are definitely going to sit on this at some point. That is going to be some cool shots for us. Oh, tower's a good one. I love these speed cams. Speed cams are cool. Oh my God. $85 days. That is weak, Ethan. Just picking. That's all right. We had Butters. I don't know if Butters is still in here, but Butters was like 1,900 days or something, or 1,694 days for Butterfield. All right, 10 seconds left here in the warm-up as we are going to get ready for some green flag action here tonight. 55 laps at the Chili Bowl here tonight. Who is going to take the crown? As that is the end of warm-up, let's go ahead and get them back out on the track and ready for some green flag racing. All right, guys, it is time for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be Cody Parmley. Outside of him, it is going to be Ethan, whatever the hell his last name is. Starting inside, row number 2 is going to be Kenneth Skidmore. Outside of him, it's going to be JD Brown. Starting inside, row number 3, it's going to be Parker Leak. He had a wild heat. It'll be fun to watch him. Outside of him, it's going to be Joey Lingron. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Hank Suarez. Outside of him, it's going to be Desmond Busby. Starting inside, row number 5, it's going to be Dane Culliver. Outside of him, it's going to be Connor New. Starting inside, row number 6, it is going to be Brady Duscher. Outside of him, it's going to be Ryan Hodge. Starting inside, row number 7, it is going to be Clayton Wilson. Outside of him, it's going to be Talon Willis. Then rounding out the field here tonight, I got to go fast. It's going to be James Turbo. 16th, it's going to be Cal Coons. 17th, Dominic Schmidt. 18th, Sean Briscoe. 19th, Rylan Gray. And Lane Searat rounding out the field as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Battle's going to be for second. Skidmore down on the bottom side. Ethan up high, side by side. Skidmore with the number 2 spot that time by. Still side by side for second as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Look at the craziness in this field. Let's go back in the pack a little bit. Jump on a roof cam as these guys roll through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Look at this view. Oh, slide job. Oh, no. Brody up into the wall. Brody got hit by a slide there. He's going to toss it back up in front of some people. Willis goes around. No caution flag as they head through turn. Oh, no. More contact as Duscher is on the move in that number 9 machine after getting contact. Talon Willis got the worst of that one. He spun around, able to get it going straight again. He's going to need a caution flag and a little bit of help. His second on back is still battling it out. Ethan up on the high side, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to take that number 2 spot. That's time by as Skidmore falls back to 3rd. Here comes J.D. Brown. J.D. Brown in that blue, number 14. Oh, a little bit of contact with Lingron. Lingron had to back out of it as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes J.D. Brown working the bottom side in that number 14. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ethan in 2nd. Skidmore in a 3rd. J.D. Brown in 4th. Is Brody gonna have more issues? He keeps it going straight. He has fallen way back into that number 16 position. Back up to the front to the battle for 2nd. Parmley is pulling away from the field. Battle for 2nd, though, is absolutely insane as Skidmore drives back to the bottom as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 10 laps complete here as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Skidmore back to 3rd. Here comes Lingron up underneath J.D. Brown down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Lingron going to move up to the top side. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. He's going to wind it up on the top, seeing if there's something up there as they come out of turn number 2. A little bit of run down the front straightaway. Not quite in on the top side, but he is going to commit as Connor New looks down low. Lingron going to try to get that top side to go. When that top side comes alive, we might see some moving around from some of these guys as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Dane with issues. Dane with some issues up on the top side. Yellow flag comes out. All right, let's see what happened to Dane here. Oh, Dane gets the wall, and more contact goes around. Gets slammed, broken left front. That's going to be the end of his night as the caution comes out for the first time here tonight. All right, so Cody Parmley dominating this one as they come out of turn number 4 across the line. We are 13 laps into this one. Gonna get a restart here. Looks like we get 19 of the 20 cars still in this one. You're going for Dominique? Lots of people are really upset with Brody right here, as it looks like we are going back. Green flag racing this time by single file restart. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as Parmley on the gas into 1 and 2. Ethan in that number 2 spot. Nobody to race this time. Let's see if he can keep up. J.D. Brown's doing. J.D. Brown is in it. He's in the number 4 spot. He's got some speed. Lingron pretty quick, too, just behind him as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Going to be Parmley leading the way. Ethan going to try to roll that high side. High side is starting to come in. Yeah, that was pretty good. High side is definitely starting to come in a little bit. We might see things starting to get a little interesting here as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Ethan winding it up on that high side. It's definitely at least maintaining, but Skidmore is closing the gap as J.D. Brown moved down to the bottom. Caution flag comes out. All right, what happened here? Let's see what happened to Hank. It does look like Dane moved back out on the track. Oh, he got the wall. Oh, and then he got clobbered by the 22. Nowhere for Dominique to go, getting into him, and Hank gonna take the tow as they gotta wait for the pace truck. I'm telling you, this is working up to be a barn burner. Yeah, JD was starting to work that bottom. Gonna be interesting to see what he's able to do. He is so methodical. The lights are off already. Are we going back green flag already? We are, as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. What's up, Kenny? They are no joke. You are not wrong, Kane. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Parmley going to go straight to the bottom. Jumps the berm. Big run for Ethan on the high side, but he's going to have Skidmore down on the bottom. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for second. J.D. Brown nowhere to go. Almost gets to the back of Skidmore. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Skidmore trying to work the bottom. He's got J.D. Brown all over the back of him as they come down the back straightaway. You know, Ethan's got that top side working pretty good, but He's getting the run down the back straightaway, able to maintain, but is not quite there yet as they come out of turn number 2. He's going to smack the wall, tries to close the gap on Parmley. As Parmley crosses the line, it is going to be 20 laps complete. 20 laps complete, 35 laps to go. JD Brown looking for second up underneath Skidmore. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Skidmore going to roll up to the top side. Here comes JD Brown rolling that bottom as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brown's got that bottom side rolling through 1 and 2, but it does not seem to be hooking up the same way in 3 and 4. Let's see what he does this time as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, top side is definitely a little better in 3 and 4. Bottom side 1 and 2 as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 once again. Great battle here for that number 3 spot. JD Brown rolls the bottom. He is so smooth down there as they come out of turn number 2. Let's go jump on his roof cam as he battles for this number 3 position. He's got that bottom. Wow, look how methodical he is. He's just nice and easy down on the bottom, not too hard on the gas. Rolls out of the throttle, so smooth. Oh, gets a little bit of berm there. Doesn't hurt him. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, JD Brown still has them side by side. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Caution is out. I was going to say lap car, but the car was turned around. Caution flag comes out. Let's go see what happened to James Turnbull. Oh, he clipped the wall, took the tumble. Oh, that is unfortunate as he is going to have to take the tow. Caution flag came out here once again. And I'll tell you what, this race for third is definitely picking up a little bit. JD Brown putting the work and he needs it to stay green. We'll see what happens on this restart as they come across the line. Let's see if it's 1 to go. It is as they head into 1 and 2. Cautions are so quick here. All right, we are closing in on the halfway point as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Good jump by Ethan on that number 2 spot. He's going to try to stay with Parmley. Parmley going to pull him down the back straightaway. Ethan going to get the run into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for third has picked back up. JD Brown back down to the bottom side as they head through 1 and 2. Halfway through as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. JD Brown definitely has that bottom side rolling. He's going to take the number 3 spot. Here comes Skidmore back to the high side. Brown gaining ground on Ethan as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Dominique, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Caution flag is out once again. Well, they were doing good. I'll tell you what, when you get a good group at the Chili Bowl, you end up with some pretty good racing. We've seen that. We've seen that last week. Is it the same person wreck again? I'm trying to find the caution, but there's so much activity on this. Looked like it was Turnbull again. Oh no. I don't know. I can't find the caution, guys. I cannot find the caution. It did not show me. We are going to look for that green flag here once again. As Parmley leads him into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Cody going to lead the way. Ethan trying to roll the bottom down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes JD Brown up underneath down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Top 3 going to stay nose to tail battle for 4th. Here comes Busby up underneath. He's going to try to make that pass for 4th as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Skidmore starting to struggle a little bit here as Busby takes the number 4 spot that time by. Man, they are 2 and 3 wide behind these guys as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Oh no, Skidmore in the wall. Skidmore in the wall. We're going to jump back here to this battle with Lingron. Lingron up underneath. New back to the outside. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Out of turn number 4 is going to be New at the line in that number 6 spot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Closing the gap on Skidmore, trying to get into that top 5. Here comes Connor New up on the high side. New going to get the run out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 34 laps complete as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Big run for New. New going to jump into the number 5 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 35 laps complete. We got 20 to go. Slide job by Skidmore. Split by Lingron and New out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. I'm keeping an eye up on the battle up ahead of this as JD Brown is definitely putting the pressure on Ethan. But right now, this is where the action's at as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, man. Ryan Hodge pulling a slider on Skidmore. Great battle here for the number 5 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Lingron up underneath. Connor New up high as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Ryan Hodge in that number. I don't know what number he is. I can't see the number. Oh, Lingron jumps the berm, pushes New up the track. Hodge looks low. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side for the number 5 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Parmley continues the lead battle for that number 5 spot. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. New holding on up on the high side as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. They're going to get back single file. Let's go check on the battle for a second. JD Brown trying to find a way up underneath Ethan as they come out of turn number 2. What's up, Moody? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Parmley continues to dominate this one. 42 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, yellow comes out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. All right, let's see what happened to Sean Briscoe here. Is he going to just send it a little too hard to catch the wall? Oh, he caught the wall. Oh, he just caught the wall there. Bringing out the caution flag here once again. What's up, Kenny? The GOAT. Moody's the GOAT, he says. Moody didn't want the smoke here. That's why he's not out here. All right, looking for that green flag here once again as Parmley going to lead him into turn number 3 and 4. Should get that one to go this time by. I'm going to be curious. I mean, we're going to be rolling here with a 12-lap shootout when they come across the line. Does Parmley still have enough car to hold on? I know JD Brown is fast, but he can't find his way around Ethan as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Everybody's going to bottom feed here through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate that, Braden, as a caution flag comes out immediately. Caution flag is out. Yeah, that's open. Oh, big stack up. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, just got sandwiched there. A lot of anticipation. Long line closing in on this one, and people making mistakes. You didn't say it. Okay, you typed the GOAT. We know what you meant. Cody. Or not Cody. Kenny. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Parmley leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they got 11 laps to go down into turn number 1 and 2. JD Brown trying to move Ethan up off the bottom. Down the back straightaway. Oh, my God. All right, let's see what happened here. Oh my God. I don't know what he was doing, but he just wrecked the field. Clayton Wilson. All right, so caution flag is out here once again. Yeah, caution. Yeah, Loft breeds caution. Now, this is a good group. I can't say Loft, but these guys are starting to get antsy here. Short tracks, short quarters, a little too much contact, and you can hear it in the chat as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like we are going back. Green flag racing. It is going to be a 10-lap shootout. Kenny, thank you for the roses. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate those roses. There's a bunch of them. It's a official race. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head down into 1 and 2. Parmley going to continue to lead. JD Brown hoping Ethan pushes up off that bottom side as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. 9 laps to go. Nose to tail for the top 3. Busby is up in the mix. Don't count him out. If there's a little bit of contact, Busby could work his way into that top 3. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be 47 laps complete. JD Brown is so good through turn number 1 and 2. Not able to make the move. He needs Ethan to make a mistake. Ethan has not made one as they come out of turn number 4. 7 laps to go. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. JD Brown trying to put the move on that number 52 of Ethan. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, Busby might have the best seat in the house for this battle up ahead of him. Out of turn number 4, 5 laps to go. Watching the battle up ahead of these guys. JD trying to find his way around, looking up underneath, can't quite get there. Will he use the bumper as they come out of turn number 4? It is going to be 51 laps complete. 4 laps to go. JD Brown starting to get a little antsy here, putting more pressure on Ethan down through turn number 3 and 4. Give him the pressure. Make him make a mistake. Almost up underneath them into turn number 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Oh, JD over rotates. Oh, yellow comes out. I thought he over rotated. He backed out of it. Caution flag comes out. Oh, this was just about to get good. It looks like Seabrat going to get caught up in this one. I see you, Kenny. Kenny going everywhere. He's over on YouTube now. Oh, he just clips the wall there. Oh, they are feuding. All right, so we are going to get a 2-lap shootout here. What's up, Steve? All right, 2-lap shootout. What will happen here as they head into turn number 1 and 2? Who's going to be our winner? I think Parmley is going to be hard to beat unless somebody makes a move and gets into that back bumper as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Parmley with a good jump there down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to have a perfect 1 and 2. JD Brown trying to close the gap on Ethan through turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that white flag this time by 1 lap to go. Ethan too far back to do anything as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Cody Parmley. Ethan in second. JD Brown third. Busby and New your top 5. My brother has to. I mean, nobody had anything for him. I think JD Brown looked good. Connor New looked good. Ryan Hodge looked good. Lindgren, I think, might have faded a little bit at the end there. I don't know if JD Brown had anything for him, but we didn't get to see it. But yeah, he ran a perfect race. All right, our results. I doubt we're going to see any of these guys up in the Discord. Going to be Cody Parmley with the win. Ethan in second. JD Brown in third. Going to be Busby in that number 4 spot. Connor New in 5th. Ryan Hodge in 6th. Going to be Lingron in that number 7 spot. Riley Gray in 8th. Cal Coons in 9th. Going to be Parker Leak in the number 10 spot. Dominique in 11th. Clayton Wilson in 12th. Going to be Brody in that number 13 spot. Kenneth Skidmore in 14th. Sean Briscoe in 15th. Lane Searat in the number 16 spot. Turnbill in 17th. Culver in 18th. And then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight is going to be Talon Willis 19th and Hank Soares in 20th. Oh my God, they're just being stupid in there. They are arguing. It is absolutely insane.
If y'all can...
Turbo, I don't want to hear from you. You got wrecked by a guy that sees cross-eyed. I don't want to hear it.
Great. That'd be so great. Like, stop talking low-key.
Who, me?
You talking to me, Bolt?
What'd you say, Rammer?
Nothing. I was just listening to the...
All right, guys, that is going to be the end of tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out. We are going to do ARCA tomorrow. I got to pick up the track. Who, me? Yeah. I got to pick the track. We will be doing the ARCA Clay Clash tomorrow if you guys want to come out and race, but that is going to be it for me tonight. Appreciate everyone coming out. iRacing King Cody Parmley. Yeah, we got some Parmley fans out there. Appreciate you guys out there. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.